The next 6 Mishnayot of Pirkei Avot in the 5th Perek, beginning with Mishnayot, the 10th Mishnah, are all in sets of 4. And I always think about the number 4 as in the 4 directions, north, east, west, south, in that there are 4 directions, but of course there are an infinite amount of directions, but there are 4 general directions. And here also, these Mishnayot discuss 4 categories, but of course there are infinite amounts of possibilities in between, and these are the 4 directions that the Mishnah wants to describe. So beginning with Mishnayot, the Mishnah says, Arba midos ba'adam. There are 4 qualities, midos, in a person, that a person can have. The first is ha'omer shali shali v'shalcha shalcha. A person whose attitude is that what's mine is mine, and what's yours and yours is yours. He's not generous, but he's not looking to take from others. He's happy with what he has, but is not willing or interested in giving and sharing to others. Zo mida beinus. The Mishnah says this is average. So. Nothing bad. He's not looking to steal. He's not jealous, but he's also not very righteous. He's not very generous. V'yesh omrim zo midas sdom. But here the Mishnah records a dispute that some say that this is the quality of Sodom. And of course Sodom was the city that was destroyed for its wickedness. So the Yesh Omrim, the second view, is that this is a very negative quality. And certainly it can be a negative quality. Perhaps it depends exactly on how it's manifest. But to the extreme, a person is starving to death next to you, and you don't want to give him your food because shali shali v'shalcha shalcha. But the quality of giving is so fundamental that it's actually wicked to be a person who says shali shali v'shalcha shalcha. The second quality is shali shalach v'shalcha shali. What's yours is mine, and what's mine is yours. Am ha'aretz. This is just plain foolish, that what's mine is yours, what's yours is mine. He's not evil, but he has no real comprehension for the quality of, for the value of ownership. This is maybe an allusion to a socialistic perspective on economics. What's mine is yours, what's yours is mine, and we all share, but this is not really how it works halachically, that there is a notion of personal ownership that is important to understand. The third is shali shalach v'shalcha shali. What's mine is yours, shali shalach v'shalcha shalcha, and what's yours is yours. And this is a chassid, this is a person who's generous, who doesn't want to take, but wants to give to others. And finally, shali shali v'shalcha shali, what's mine is mine, and what's yours is mine, is a rasha. This is a wicked person who wants to take from others and doesn't want to give from himself to others. Mishnah Yud Aleph, Arba midos b'deos, there are 4 temperaments. Noach lichos v'noach lirtzos, a person who gets angry very easily. V'noach lirtzos, but also is easily calmed down. So he gets angry very often, but it's not for very long, and it's easy to subside. Yatsa schara be'efseda, this person, the Mishnah says, his benefit is offset by his loss. The benefit of the fact that it's easy for him to get rid of his anger is offset by the fact that he's angry very often. The second category is kasha lichos v'kasha lirtzos, a person who's not easily angered. The opposite, he's hard to get angry. V'kasha lirtzos, but it's very hard for him to get rid of the anger once it comes. Yatsa hefsedo b'scharo, this person, his hefsed, his deficit, in that it's hard to be calmed down, is offset by his quality that he doesn't get angry very often. And then you have the extremes, kasha lichos v'noach lirtzos chassid, a person who is difficult to get angry, that doesn't get angry very often, and when he does, noach lirtzos, he can get over the anger easily, is a chassid, is a pious, is the best quality. And the reverse, noach lichos v'kasha lirtzos, a person who gets angry very often, and when he is angry, it's hard to subdue his anger, is a rasha, is wicked. Here the Mishnah makes a judgment that anger is very negative, and the less angry, the better. The more infrequent the anger comes, and the easier it is to get rid of the anger, is the better. But it also acknowledges that it's something that's real, and not completely in our control, although we should strive to be a chassid, but also that there's two different aspects that are independent, and that is the likelihood that we become angry, as well as the likelihood or the ability to remove that anger. Mishnah Yud Beis says, Arba midos b'talmidim. There are four qualities of students, four types of students. Maher l'shmoa, maher la'abed. Some understand very quickly, but they also forget it very quickly. Yata schara b'efsedo. His deficit of being forgetful takes away the benefit of the fact that he's able to learn easily. The second is kasha l'shmoa v'kasha la'abed. This person, it's hard to comprehend, but once he does comprehend, he doesn't forget it very easily. Yatza hefsedo b'scharo. His challenge is offset by his quality, that even though it's hard to learn, if he can achieve his learning, he will he will remember it for a long time. The third, maher l'shmoa v'kasha la'abed, understands quickly and doesn't forget very easily, is a chacham, is a person who ends up being the wisest. And the fourth is kasher l'shmoa u'maher la'abed, that it's hard to understand, and once he understands it, he forgets it very easily. This is the hardest, this is the most challenging profile, because it's the hardest to succeed in learning. Arba midos benosne tzedakah. There are four kinds of attitudes when it comes to giving tzedakah. The first is a person who wants to give tzedakah, but he doesn't want others to give. This is a person who begrudges or has an evil eye towards the others. And we can understand this person who makes a sacrifice to give tzedakah, but when everyone's giving and you're not even acknowledged for that giving, it's more difficult to give. But this is someone who begrudges others. Yitnu acherim v'hulo yitain, a person who wants others to give, but doesn't want to give himself. Eino ra'a b'shalo. He is begrudging himself. He's losing out on his own ability to participate in the important mitzvah. Yitain v'yitnu acherim, a person who wants to give, but also wants others to give, is the chassid, is the most pious, who values the mitzvah of tzedakah and also hopes others will join in that mitzvah. Lo yitain v'lo yitnu acherim, a person who doesn't want to give and doesn't even want others to give, is the most wicked of all. Arba midos beholchei lebeis hamedrash. There are four kinds of people who come to the Beis Medrash. Holech ve'enu oseh. The first is someone who goes to the shiur, or goes to the school, but can't really achieve his learning. So this person, schar halicha biyado, has in his hand the benefit or the reward of halicha, of going to learning. Meaning, if you make the effort to go, even if you don't succeed, there's still a value in going, schar halicha. Oseh ve'eno holech, a person who learns but doesn't join in the environment of the Beis Medrash, schar ma'aseh biyado, has the value of the matzah, of the action. The learning is the learning wherever you are, but he doesn't have that halicha, that benefit of being part of the Beis Medrash. Holech ve'oseh chassid, the best value is someone who goes, who joins the community of learning and also learns. This is a chassid, this is someone who's pious. Lo holech ve'lo oseh, and the one who doesn't learn at home, doesn't learn in the Beis Medrash, doesn't even try to make an effort to go to study, is a rasha. And the Mishnah seems to be saying that not everyone is able to learn, but everyone is able to make an effort to try to learn. And it's the rasha who doesn't even make the effort at all to learn. The final Mishnah, Mishnah Tesvav, in the series of four, is Arba Midos B'Yoshvim L'fnei Chachamim. There are four students, four attitudes in learning from others. Sfog, a sponge, a mashpech, a funnel. Mishameres is a strainer, and a nafeh is a sieve. Sfog, the sponge, who's sofeg at hakol. He absorbs everything. He's not able to discern one point from the other, but he understands and retains it all. Mashpech, a funnel, shemachnis bezo, motzi bezu. Everything goes right through it. It doesn't really capture any of the learning. Mishameret, in one ear, out the other, as we say. Mishameret, the strainer, shemotzi es hayayin, v'koletes es hashmarim, lets the wine go through, but catches all the sediments. In other words, this person gets all the negatives or the poor ideas and lets all the good ideas go through. And the nafen, the sieve, shemotias akemach v'koletes as a solas. A sieve catches the fine flour and lets the flour dust go through. And this, the Mishnah seems to be saying, is the best quality. Someone who can be discerning and capture the best ideas and reject those that don't make as much sense.